A single bowling lane can cost more than most people's houses. Seriously. By the time you add the lane itself, the automatic pin setter, the scoring system, seating, lighting, and installation, one lane can easily cost over $100,000. And here's the surprising part. You don't build just one. Most operators need at least 12 to 16 lanes before the business starts making financial sense. So today, we're breaking down what it actually costs to own a bowling alley. From the startup investment to the monthly expenses, how owners really make money, and why many spend years waiting to become profitable. Because while owning a bowling alley sounds like a dream business, behind the scenes, it's one of the most capital-intensive entertainment businesses you can build. Let's start with the biggest question. How much does it actually cost to open a bowling alley? The honest answer is, it depends. A small bowling center built inside an existing building might cost somewhere between $500,000 and $800,000. A larger center with 16 to 24 lanes, a restaurant, a bar, and an arcade can easily require $1 to $2 million or more before opening day. So where does all that money go? The bowling lane itself is only part of the story. Each lane requires an automatic pin setter, a computerized scoring system, ball returns, seating, lighting, computers, electrical work, safety equipment, and professional installation. Depending on whether you purchase new or refurbished equipment, one complete lane can cost anywhere from around $50,000 to well over $100,000. Then there's the building itself. If you're constructing a new facility from the ground up, you'll also pay for the structure, commercial HVAC systems, plumbing, heavy electrical installations, parking, restrooms, kitchen facilities, fire protection systems, permits, and countless other construction costs. By the time your doors finally open, you could already have invested well over $1 million, and you still haven't earned your first dollar. Opening the doors, however, is only the beginning. Keeping the business open is where the real challenge begins. Here's something that surprises a lot of people. A bowling alley doesn't survive on bowling alone. Every month, a mid-sized bowling center can spend tens of thousands of dollars just to stay in business. Payroll is usually the biggest expense. You need managers, front desk staff, mechanics to maintain the pin setters, bartenders, kitchen employees, cleaners, maintenance workers, and sometimes security personnel. Then come rent or mortgage payments, utilities, insurance, cleaning supplies, equipment repairs, software subscriptions, marketing, business licenses. The bills never stop arriving. Now here's the interesting part. Bowling itself usually isn't the biggest source of income. Food and beverages often generate 30 to 40% of total revenue. That restaurant isn't just there to make the place look nicer. That sports bar isn't just an extra attraction. They're essential parts of the business. Birthday parties, corporate events, league memberships, private rentals, arcade games. These are the revenue streams that often determine whether a bowling center succeeds or struggles. The bowling lanes bring customers through the doors. Everything else helps pay the bills. Now let's talk about the part that catches many new owners by surprise. Time. Many bowling centers don't reach consistent profitability for 2 to 5 years. Why? Because the expenses begin immediately. Rent starts on day one, payroll starts on day one, insurance starts on day one. Utility bills start on day one. Customers, however, take time. Building a loyal customer base doesn't happen overnight. One of the biggest sources of dependable revenue comes from bowling leagues. League bowlers come back every week. They bring family members and friends. They buy food. They order drinks. They become loyal customers. But building successful leagues takes months, sometimes years. Word of mouth also grows slowly. Families have to discover the venue. Companies have to begin booking events. Schools have to organize outings. Birthday parties have to turn into repeat business. Some well-funded bowling centers in excellent locations can reach break-even much sooner. Others may need several years before seeing consistent profits. Success depends on location, competition, management, marketing, and how effectively the business generates income beyond bowling itself. There really isn't a cheap version of this business. There are only different levels of financial risk. So, is owning a bowling alley actually worth it? The answer depends entirely on the owner. If you have significant capital, a long-term mindset, and understand that you're really operating an entertainment venue with food, drinks, and events, rather than simply renting bowling lanes, this business can become a reliable source of long-term income. Communities often support successful bowling centers for decades. League bowlers return year after year. Birthday parties never go out of style. Corporate events continue. Food and beverage sales provide recurring revenue. But if you're a first-time entrepreneur expecting quick profits, this is probably one of the most difficult businesses you could choose. The startup investment is enormous. Operating expenses are relentless. Profits often take years. This isn't a lean startup. It's a long-term investment that rewards patience, careful planning, and excellent management. If you enjoy learning the real numbers behind everyday businesses, you're going to love this series. Every week on Hidden Margins, we'll uncover what businesses really cost to build, operate, and profit from. Next week, we're breaking down a business that looked incredibly profitable on paper, yet still ended up going bankrupt. You won't want to miss that one. And before you go, leave a comment below. What business would you like me to break down next? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.